Hi guys, welcome back to my run. I had my mic on mute, sorry. Diablo 4 Sorcerer run.
President Nixon never gave the country a proper farewell. When asked what his final message to the nation would have been, he said this.
Okay.
Warn against the media elitist complex. You know, the media is always talking about the imperial presidency, the power of the imperial presidency. A little bit of discussion of the imperial media and its power. You see, presidential power is limited to the courts, limited to the Congress. The media's power is unlimited. They can tell an untruth, print an untruth, which some of them consciously do. If it's going to sell a newspaper or what have you, or win a prize.
Since the days of the Revolution, scrappy working-class reporters used their pens to give a voice to the voiceless. Newspapers like the New York Times sat gently on America's kitchen tables, read by Republicans and Democrats who needed the news. Today's New York Times, even too liberal for California atheists who take their coffee with cannabis.
I'm just reading this, like thinking, oh, listen. They're just saying that it's on this, and it's printed in the New York Times. I know. Yeah. Well, I used to think it was a great newspaper. I don't really. I don't either. I mean, it's sad because it was like on my
Interesting.
breakfast table when I was a kid. It was in my parents' house. What they call a newspaper record. It was. What is annoying about it is that it's not just giving the facts. There's way too much editorializing on the front page. The way the articles that are just supposed to be the facts.
We'll go here first.
One way. And I'm not even.
And I gotta go here first.
The other side. No, I just want someone to tell me the whole truth.
Newsrooms went from like hungry blue-collar workaholics to snotty, insecure, lazy liberal arts grads known for social climbing and protecting a rigged system. They went to college in Connecticut, wear trucker hats to be ironic, and consider the best day of the year the White House Correspondents' Dinner, even though they've never corresponded with anybody west of Chicago or south of St. Louis. Anyone who calls them on their BS is a spaghetti stain.
You look at a New York Times article on Instagram, and then you look at the comments, and everyone thinks they're an expert. Everybody thinks that they know better than the person who did the legwork. Everybody thinks they know better than the person who put in the hours, did the research, did the interviews, did the follow-up, did the best that they could to make sure that everything that they put into print is factual. And maybe they missed something, but they did their best.
The process will break down the original object, leaving behind the pure aspect of its mystical power. You might think of it as taking souls from one body and transferring it to another. Not that I would ever dream of such a thing.
How dare the press be said to be in question? Reporters did the legwork. They write the truth. They're experts. But what's the legwork? They wrote what the CIA told them. They called a Democrat for a quote and wrote the same thing their colleagues wrote. What kind of research did journalists do before they wrote Trump colluded with Russia? Well, they're experts at regurgitating hoaxes. Russia laptop lab leak. Journalists told us school closings were good for kids. They could Zoom for 7th and 8th grade. They said they're following the science. They tell us the border's secure. There wasn't any inflation. If we had just listened to Johnny Spaghetti Stain calling BS on reporters for the last 4 years, we would have been right on everything. And we were. Calling BS is the scientific method. You question everything until you can prove it. The journalists are supposed to call BS on the system. They're not supposed to defend the system and discredit Johnny Spaghetti Stain for calling BS on them. Elon Musk, right? Dedicating his life to disrupting the system, innovating and protecting free speech. Don Lemon, a so-called journalist, is advocating for censorship and slanders Musk on behalf of the system, a system seeking to eliminate debate. Musk called BS on Lemon and exposed his narcissistic demands. He wanted a free trunk, a ride into space, millions in cash, and an equity stake. So Lemon turns around and calls Musk a racist homophobe for not allowing the shakedown. Watch.
People have been asking me what I meant by when I said he did not like answering questions or being held to account for people like me. And so some people took it to generations. I meant someone who has a different view. But since people raised it, you said, do you think that he was uncomfortable? I didn't want to go there. Do you think he was uncomfortable sitting in front of a gay black guy?
Probably more gay than black, I think. I hate to say that, but I don't know.
See that the kitchen is
Jesse
ready for the
Waters
moral
is about
service.
as white as they come. I have a hunch if I demanded $50 million my own rocket and called Musk a racist drug addict, I'd get canned too. Because the media can't win the battle of ideas. Their response to every challenge is a hoax. The Russia hoax, Fine People hoax, Dictator on Day One hoax, now we got the bloodbath hoax. And then they scratch their heads and wonder, why no one trusts them? And then they blame Johnny Spaghetti Stain for watching Fox.
Not just inaccurate, but it's just deceptive. The media was in their depiction of what he said, and that they are taking this quote out of context and trying to say that there's going to be a civil war if he doesn't get elected, which is not what he was talking about at all. It's so disturbing. David, first of all, that David think that they get away in this day and age, with all the scrutiny and all the social media, independent journalists exist now, which is one of the more interesting things about the demise
One of our
corporate
defenses against the
Brother's
prime
right.
evils.
But they're going to
We
keep lying
fight
as long
terror
as
with
one
fear,
person swallows it.
hatred with
I
compassion.
keep waiting for
We've built the mighty
Trump to
towers of
somehow or another
Corvallis
calm
to
down.
withstand
And then just the other day,
destruction.
you mentioned this thing about a bloodbath.
Americans are busy, like that guy probably. They scroll, they hear
He
things.
was given
Not
a
everyone's
prophecy,
dialed in like
light,
you.
piercing hatred's
And to
heart,
validate their hoaxes, they elevate
He knew
zero
what it
evidence
meant,
and bury
that
mountains.
he was
Great example.
fated to kill Lilith.
Tony Mobilinsky is an eyewitness to the Biden family bribes
He
scheme.
will be redeemed,
And he has tranches of
and he
evidence.
will
And
ascend
the media
to
will
the
cohere.
heavens once more.
Christine Blasey Ford, the Kavanaugh accuser, with no memory, evidence, or witnesses, is showered with attention. They publish her book, they invite her on The View, and then they yell at men in the audience who don't clap.
I watched when people were clapping. Some of the men did not clap in this audience. To face those people the way they were looking and dealing with you, that is bravery under a whole different kind of fire. Right. I applaud you on your courage and your bravery.
The next day, The View invites Stormy Daniels, another woman without any evidence, to slander you as a terrorist.
I believe that they're more like suicide bombers this time around, where they honestly, truly believe that they are being patriotic and that I am like the devil.
You can call a man a rapist without evidence, call half the country killers without evidence, and a eyewitness with real evidence of crime is shouted down. Trump derangement is at an all-time high. You can taste it in the air. Nothing's off limits. A former NBC senior executive, Mike Sinkton, posted this. Barron Trump turns 18 today. He's fair game now. He wasn't referring to fair game like, oh, we can start lobbying political attacks. He's saying Barron's 18, the age of consent. The sicko is infatuated with Trump's son. He's been basking in Barron baby pictures, fantasizing that he's gay, posting crotch shots. Maybe that's the reason he's a former NBC executive. But the media believes Barron fair game at 18. Hunter, off limits. A 54-year-old man who's been flashing the nation, stiffing the IRS, and then playing victim. The media is mentally ill. It manifests itself daily. I am officially
Of course, my son.
and nothing usually
When he
gets
was
me.
a boy, he
Get
was
rid of
taken to the black side.
Fired for
And
fabricating
now
the news
he
is
haunts
giddy
my
over
every
Trump's
moment.
financial assassination attempt.
Begging that
Saying, quote, Letitia James is now allowed to seize Trump's assets starting Monday.
I'll pay you.
I hear Mar-a-Lago may have some value.
Please.
rooting for
See
the
that
state
he
to
is
seize a
led to
man's
us.
home with sick stuff. We fought a revolution so a king couldn't confiscate property.
No!
Now the media giggles at
No!
the plot.
No! No!
I'm so sorry.
You're dead!
You know who?
Father,
Since he
won't
cannot
you
come
come
up
visit me?
with the cash
No!
to cover his
They took you away for
$400
what you
million
did. You-
plus bond
Father,
in his New
please
York
visit.
broadcast.
I'm waiting at the asylum.
Be
So,
gone. Be
is
gone.
Letitia James like gonna do you need a tissue? I don't think I'm laughing or crying. Crying like the tear. I can't wait to see the chains on Trump Tower actually on Fifth Avenue.
Correct
It's more than
was
just
taken
a
away
financial
for
assassin.
murdering a
He craves
child his
Keith
age.
Olsen, another disgraced journalist,
He got what he
so-called expert,
deserved,
says there's
suppose, but
always the hope that
No.
Trump gets assassinated.
his spirit
Members of Congress are even dreaming about Trump's
calls
death.
to me.
Soon, Trump will
He
lose.
won't
Or go to
leave
prison.
me be.
I I'm not sure we go there. I don't know what his demise is going to be. He'll have his demise.
Now we
When
wish
they
Biden
found
was
out what he did,
They wish Trump died.
they put him in
That about sums
irons
up the election.
and carried him
James
off
Carville
to the
says
dark
Biden
side.
should sit back, play the
Years
gentle
they
grandpa,
do the
and let the
silent
press put in the
abandoned.
wet work.
The lucky ones are said to have starved, while the rest escaped themselves only to fight each other.
To do what I call
It was
the
cruel
red work,
death.
unquote. And
Yes,
I
no
think a
wonder
lot today,
some refused to
yeah,
pass
it's not
on.
time, but it's a paid TV and stuff like that. But just a CIA term. Take a guy out.
The Clinton cabal talking about murdering people is a little too close to them. And how many presidents can the CIA take out? We're dealing with thirsty Draculas softening up the target. Obama intel bag woman and Biden fixer, Susan Rice, setting up Trump as a foreign asset again, labeling him a dangerous threat to national
Lord
security.
Davids,
The real problem and pattern here is that we have somebody
carried his
who
body to the
clearly
cemetery.
doesn't put the interests of the United States ahead of his own personal interests. That's the fundamental problem.
Thirsting
And
for
when
blood.
that is the case,
Only
the United States is deeply vulnerable to manipulation and exploitation by our adversaries. He is telling us exactly what he intends to do, and what he intends to do is absolutely antithetical to the national security interests of the United States and fundamentally dangerous.
From now until November, this is the four-step plan. Ready? First, the media tells you a lie. Second, the politicians run with the lie. Third, the American people are brainwashed into believing the lie. Then the prosecutors sink their teeth in, and the deep state cleans it up. Watch the plan on constant loop. Lie, launder, brainwash, play, repeat. It's up to Johnny Spaghetti Stand to call BS. Let's talk to Kevin on the line. Kevin, I study the media machine. I can see them working and where they're going. And I don't like where they're going. This looks dangerous. Do you feel that way?
I've been watching this happen for the last 5 years. I mean, it's getting better. I'm sure everybody has a different opinion. The amount of noise going after the American person, any individual, I mean, it's so chopped up and there's so many different narratives. And what I've learned, and I'm very encouraged by this, is you talked about BS. Well, the actual best filter of that is the American public. They smell BS a mile away. And they know it's coming at them from various different directions, whether it's, the left or the right or the podcast or the social media platform. It's just all noise. And I gotta tell you, I really think people want more than they get in the press. They listen to this stuff and they say, that makes no sense to me. And I'd like to hear some policies, particularly around this election, which is crazy. So, policy in every different direction. I'm very encouraged by what I'm seeing. I'm very happy when I go to a place like Fargo, North Dakota, or somewhere in West Virginia, or Oklahoma City. I like to talk to those people. They don't take any BS at all. They get it. They get it, but then I get nervous. So it really encourages me. I'm pretty encouraged that we're going to end up in the right place.
I'm optimistic too, but then I get worried when I see this Hispanic community was interviewed. And if you look at the larger context, you goes on to say, everything's so expensive, I can't afford this, I can't afford that, I'm not better off than I was 4 years ago. But then I hear Trump say bloodbath, and I'm like, and that worries me. Because this guy is locked in on policy, and then he gets brainwashed by a hoax, and now he's like 50-50.
Jesse, that's Trump speak that's been going on for 9 years. Trump's been saying the same stuff for 9 years. You gotta forget all that stuff. You gotta listen to policy. I want to hear what the strategy is for border security and energy independence. I want to know what the plan is for foreign policy and taxation. I want to hear from both sides. I mean, talking about what Trump says in any 24-hour cycle, are you kidding? We've been listening to that for 9 years. Get over it, everybody.
Well, they have to get over what the policy is. When you think about it, I think about it, we all want people to think about it. But they're gnashing their teeth to shame at seizing property. And people in the press are applauding. They're giggling. This is bloodthirsty.
Okay, now you're talking. You're right. This is hurting the American brand. What's going on in New York? It has nothing to do with Trump. That case is over. What's going on now is concerning financial markets all around the world. It's the United States. Everybody, I'm not sure what to call it. We are the bastion of safety when it comes to investing large pools of capital. That's what America represents. We have property rights, we have an appellate system, we have law people trust, and we give you good returns with the least amount of resistance. And what's happening in New York is tainting the American brand. I mean, seizing assets after 22 days? In a bankruptcy court, you get years to resolve this. This is not a good look on New York. It doesn't matter this Trump, it could be anybody. I think that's very bad for the American brand. And I also would argue that if you think about if this is going to help New Yorkers, they should be asking for better management. I'm very disturbed. And the way I look at it, and I speak to many institutional capital funds, including sovereign wealth, that are trying to buy TikTok right now, because I'm running all around the world trying to raise $30-40 billion. And they all ask me the same thing. We're watching this New York thing play out. It looks to everybody like it was some dress-up court day when the parents were out and everybody got dressed up in robes and had fun acting out some court trial. When are the adults coming back into this? There are no adults yet.
It's true. I mean, you're running around trying to raise $40 billion. I'm running around trying to sell my book, get it together, doing different things, but I believe we believe the same things. Kevin O'Leary, thanks as always for sharing your expertise on front.
Take care.
Gay villages, Egyptian tuition, and tacos for tacos. Congress is spending your money.
I'm not ready yet.
All part of Fox Justice. Get your first year of Fox Station for $29.99. America is streaming.
Did you know TurboTax now provides you with a tax expert who will do your taxes from start to finish? Try TurboTax Live Full Service. Your full service expert will do your taxes for you as soon as today. Plus, they'll only sign and file when they know it's 100% correct and you're getting the best outcome possible. For a tax expert who will do your taxes from start to finish, try TurboTax Live Full Service. Visit TurboTax.com today. Brand Power, helping you buy better.
Dr. Michael Strasberg, dentist, practicing for 44 years. In my practice, we talk to patients about their health, their nutrition. Even think of the mouth as something separate from the rest of your body, but the healthy the mouth but as you get older, that sometimes gets shoved aside. And also nature does supplements to fill the void in the fruit and vegetable area. When I did this, I felt a noticeable difference. I felt better. You don't even feel better after what age you're in. You know, that's a big plus.
I'm out of mana.
Hey, this is what for me. Why not try 1,000? Easy, take it, and get some help.
Go to value.com. It's 39% off, plus $10 off any additional sets as a preferred customer. Basic discount code.
He never once had the courage to
Best I
face me.
can solve my problem. My problem, like a lot of others, is find a shirt
I
that
need
looks good.
time to prepare.
My passion. Design shirts captures the perfect balance. Length, fit. Easy to say, not that easy to do. But with some innovative design changes, it. Our problem, my solution. Unfucking.com.
Hey there, Dude, channel, I'm out doing this. You gotta see this. It's your power generator. A solar generator. But the solar powers the double the capacity and it's scalable, so you can run your fridge for even longer. It's fuel-free, five never needs gas. Ever. Plus, you get the solar panel free. Go to OnePatriot.com. Click now. Get a solar generator with free shipping. Free. That's OnePatriot.com.
I'm not ready yet.
Visit selectquote.com now.
Doctors recommend always feel doctors with gentle constipation. It's so gentle. Doctors even recommend it during pregnancy and after surgery. Always increases blood.
I don't mind using I don't expect it because of your I'm
It's important that we're local.
When you work and you live in the same place, that very much makes it a local feel.
We're able to make meaningful connections with people right here in our community.
It kind of was a joke, but every time I walk in, say it's great, the coach so quiet and just let it through.
I need time to prepare that.
Not helping other people. That's how I was brought up.
I lack the needed mana.
Reading, positive story,
I'm out of mana.
with our first security, database, and the allows our therapy dog program.
Was trying to interview Hunter's sugar brother, Kevin Morris. The CIA stepped in and found this. Comer and Jim Jordan say the CIA brought prosecutors into the room and said the sugar brother could not get witness in the Hunter investigation. Remember, the sugar brother's been paying Hunter by the taxes, paying for his arm, paying for his house, driving around with his private jet, even paying off his baby mama and ex-wife. And the sugar brother, who the CIA says is all good, the CIA asset? Or is this just another example of the CIA protecting people who can to help the Bible? We don't know. Now House committees are demanding the CIA turn over records and be updated. Another Fox News alert, the invasion is on. Couple hundred illegals just launched the border in El
I
Paso,
lack
Texas,
the needed mana.
breaking through razor wire and knocking over national park and pig style. Who are trying to force their way through another barrier. Law enforcement sources California. A little more orderly. Wait a second, is that lady wearing a Canada Goose jacket? Those things are like $1,500. And is that a new one? Democrats told us we need migrants to harvest crops, but I don't think that's why she's coming.
I lack the needed money.
She doesn't look like she needs to work, and neither does the Venezuelan military. The sheriff of Sonora and praise for the guy. A little soul.
Thanks to God, I came to the United States through the big door. I asked a favor to my papa bride. Let me enter. My papa bride inside the quiet pass. I hope that every month you get your pension. That you never lack those 2,500 that your papa bride gives you. Because then, what are we gonna live on? Listen, my love, I don't like to work.
I'm sorry. I should have. Joe's got a stellar record with the low-class Latinos here. Totally different story.
Do you think the economy was better under Trump? I do.
Joe Pitt's congressional candidate and former Green Beret. Joe, did that video look like an invasion to you?
100%. I mean, there's four ways this is an invasion. Now, there's some of those scenes of what they are. Joe Biden and Democrat remember the DHS in the vast majority of this. Democrats are high on the grid. Over 10 months ago, this border fire was offering a solution to the exploiting everybody outside the country. So this is an invasion because the first invasion you're paying for, and us paying for this invasion is driving up inflation and trying to keep people being fentanyl. But this is about taking care of the parties down, they want massive amounts of voters, and they don't care how many of us die along the way. We have to stop this.
They broke into the country, they broke into the lot of skull. Now they're bragging about breaking into homes, squatting, and now celebrating, stealing from the American people. Is this going to stop?
It's not going to stop until we vote out in November. Absolutely everyone to turn out to the polls. That's why I need people to support my campaign at joe10forcongress.com. If you're receiving a Social Security check right now, just know that these will be government that somebody for us, that he is receiving more benefits from our government than most people are from Social Security after they pay into this system. So we are absolutely being preyed upon by these horrible policies that are being supported by Joe Biden and the Democrats.
Yeah, when someone kicks my door down and then crushes into my house, I usually don't treat them well. I don't know why this time I treated things. There's an old saying, nothing good happens after 2 a.m. Well, this morning at 2:23, Congress released a monster 1,012-page bill with $1 trillion price tag. They're rushing to pass the bill before you have a chance to read it. Why? Because it's worth. And we've been digging through it, and here's what's best. Liz Warren is spending $850,000 on a gay senior citizen for the cost. Villages, Massachusetts has 2 people. We're spending $15 million to pay for Egyptians' college tuition. Egyptian tuition, not Egyptians who live in America. Egyptians in Egypt. Egyptian tuition. So we pay for literacy on college. Tuition is like speaking of Egypt, sending $400,000 to a gay activist group that teaches elementary school kids about not enough to keep you out of jail. Sorry. Another $400,000 goes to a group that gives clothes to teens to help them hide their gender, like chest binders and tuckers. Parental permission not required. From Diane Feinstein, unfortunately passed away long before the building originally, as an earmark for the grave. $500,000 for a DEI t-shirt. The San Diego Zoo's getting $1 million for an anti-racist nature appreciation program for high school kids from First Sacramento to observe wildlife. Why do they need $500,000 for these things for $15? That should be enough for every congressman, especially the Republicans that vote now. But this massive bill will probably be on Biden's desk this weekend, and it'll just sign your money away. Happy DEI Thursday.
Meet the traveling trio, the thrill seeker, the soul searcher, and ahoy, it's the explorer, each helping to protect their money with Chase. Whoa, a lost card is keeping this thrill seeker down. Lost her card? Not the vibe. Soul searchers finding his identity and helping to protect it. Oh yeah, the explorer. She's looking to dive deeper, all while Chase looks out for her. Because these friends have Chase, others that help check, tools that help protect, which bank that puts you in control. Chase, make more of what's yours.
8 years ago, we developed and launched our best bed sheets ever. Since then, we've all enjoyed the best sleep of your life. And to thank you all for your support, we're bringing you our bed sheets for our lowest price in my pillow history. Get our seasonal tile sheets for 50% off. They're nearly sold out, so get yours today before they're gone. Check out our new for kill line. Queen size only $39.98. King size only $49.98. And our famous season 3 bed sheets, queen size originally $139.96. Wait on it, now only $59.98. King's just $10 more. So go to mypillow.com or find a number on the screen. Use your promo code to get huge discounts on all my pillow bed sheets. And for a limited time, when you order $75 or more, your entire order ships absolutely free. We have very low quantities at these prices, so order now.
Dave Portnoy is known as the founder of Barstool Sports and is known for his sharp commentary and down-to-earth one-bite pizza reviews. Dave created the Barstool Fund during COVID and raised $50 million to help small businesses stay afloat.
I sent my sweet boy away for the sin of my own making. The blood is on my hands. All of it. God, forgive me.
The military's people are serving the country.
I must visit my
These
son.
heroes, they're willing to risk it all for us. And our first responders that go out every single day. I say, they did their kids a pistol fine. How many times they don't come home? Out of the Towers Foundation, they have problems. We're going to help every single one of them in America.
The United States is so much better than every other country in the world with the freedom to take for granted that would not happen. People risk their lives for this country, and that's who was supporting.
We ask for $11 a month.
What bucks to go to the party? Just to go to skip one party.
You skip one five, and you help Hero and the family that are left behind.
No, not at all. What worked with the Barstool Fund? They knew they were giving us money, and the money was one price because they want to give the money to
people who that the money is going to where 95.1% of every dollar that is raised goes to our great.
Yeah,
45.
I did all the research I've known about you guys. You checked out, by the way, in Staten Island, all the people. I can show you my phone right now. You're the only honest guy there is.
I only hear what you're ready to come up with Towers Foundation.
Right, which is always high pressure when I'm sitting right next to the guy. It's like, but we'll give it 10, even though I don't generally give 10 as a rookie score. We'll give it 10. I won't be here if there isn't.
So let's do good together.
Let's do it. I'd like to ask you to contribute $11 a month by going to t2t.org or calling 1-844-BRAVEST.
Everything I do is for my health and an accomplishment.
Nerves of getting screamed, faded away to my astonishment.
My doc gave me a script. I got it done without a delay.
I speak with all of God and in mind.
Well, cancer is definitely not invasive. It's for people 45 plus and at risk, not high risk. False positive and negative results may occur. Ask your provider for cold.
I did it finally. I want to tell you about a simple thing you can do for your heart. This
is Super Beats, and I swear by it.
Super Beats is America's #1 doctor, pharmacist, and cardiologist recommended beet brand for heart health support.
I
With
cannot
clinically
breathe
studied
up here.
grapeseed extract to help promote normal blood pressure nearly 2 times more effectively than diet and exercise alone.
So do something good for your heart and your energy. Who loves Super Beats?
Get a free month supply on all bundles at freesuperbeats.com. Use discount code POT and get an extra 20% off.
Finally,
Once
Jack,
retired, Marcus decided, I will never again work for another man or woman. I abandoned my corporate wrong plan, and I'll get a new plan with consumer cellular for up to half the cost. Let's go, birds. When freedom calls, we're here to answer.
Hi! Need new glasses? It's buy one, get one free at Rent-A-Work! How can you see me squinting? I can't, I'm just telling everyone! Hey! See your tax refund go further with buy one, get one free at Vision Works. See the difference.
When we do this on a weekly basis, DEI is something we must have.
Happy DEI Thursday, our favorite day of the week. In honor of Reverend Al, we're bringing you the best stories about diversity, equity, and inclusion. Drag queen Kamala Harris, hosted her at her house to headline a Pride event, has now been accused of sexually assaulting nearly half a dozen people. The report claims Shangela, not to be confused with Angela, would take young, aspiring drag queens out for drinks and then try to sleep with them while they were too drunk to consent. Shangela's legal team denies wrongdoing, and the White House hasn't returned our calls. Here's Shangela at the Naval Observatory in simpler times.
Frankly, I like to say belong everywhere, especially in the residence of the vice president.
Change the locks, Kamala. Colleges across the country are dialing up DEI to the max. Universities having students watch videos to help them unpack whiteness. Whites are racist, and there's nothing we can do about it, is the message. This video is from the anti-racist curriculum at the University of North Carolina.
I think the most profound
Okay.
way that my life has been shaped by my race is through the power of segregation. Most white people do live in segregation. We choose that segregation, and in a lot of ways we celebrate what makes a school good and what makes a neighborhood good. Well, the absence of people of color.
For the record, the anti-racist professor speaking in that video, we found out lives in a town in Washington that's 80% white. And in Missouri, politicians are debating a bill to outlaw drag shows for kids. Opponents of the bill showed up to the hearings, dressed to the nines, blamed the controversy on white supremacy, and then tried redefining the definition of a child.
Hello, my name is Maxi Glamour, MaxiGlamour. We are having a mass exodus of competent, socially aware, professional individuals
Good.
in our
You look capable.
cities.
I could use an extra set of hands exorcising the demon that has seized this man's soul. Meet me in the cell 11 and prepare yourself. You're about to witness a
The
miracle.
child is actually at the age of 13. They added about next to there now an adult.
Somehow I don't think Maxie is helping the cause as much as he thinks, she thinks, who knows. And finally, our primetime victory.
What's the most dangerous animal on the planet? White people, when they feel uncomfortable. White people feeling uncomfortable precedes a lot of bad stuff for us. That's why we fight like discomfort every day. The happier they are, the safer we are.
That was a clip from the American Society of Magical Negroes, an anti-white comedy, and now the biggest box office bust of the year. I wonder who even paid to see that anti-white movie. I have a hunch it was whites. Joining me now, Chris Rufo, Manhattan Institute Senior. Fellow. So what do you got cooking, Chris? Happy DEI Thursday, by the way. Well, it's great to be with you on DEI Thursday, and here's the thing that you have to know about DEI, about critical race theory, about trans ideology. It's just a system of buzzwords. You might remember that old game Mad Libs, where you chose a bunch of random phrases and it made sense in its own certain way. That really is where we're entering the buzzwords. It doesn't have to make law. But they're summoning a magic spirit by saying white supremacy. And really, that's all they have. And so by exposing what's also do by showing it to the public. Really, DEI Thursdays is almost a service to the country, and so I'm glad we're doing it. Well, it means a lot that Chris Rufo is honoring DEI Thursday on Jesse Waters Primetime, and you're right about that. It seems like the more fluent someone is in the DEI lingo, the more they're promoted up the food chain. Yeah, that's exactly right, because that's how the ideology works. Just like in the Soviet Union, if you would say the Marxist phrases that were part of the regular discourse, you would be promoted. It's the same thing in our country. If you talk the language of CRT, you get lifted up, even if your ideas are trash. All right. Well, happy DEI Thursday, not only to Chris Rufo, but to Reverend Al, who I know is celebrating out there somewhere.
Father Inarius, as I shed my wicked body,
The drug
let it be purified
legalizer
in thy light.
is next.
Let the light fill the darkness.
Pathetic. This child belongs to me.
Angels above! My son!
Let the light push out the darkness, hiding within this child.
That sounds like where you want to be.
Force this
Check out
demon
Bass Pro
out.
Shops at Cabela's Spring Fishing Classic for the biggest fishing and boating sale here. Save up to an additional $5,000 on boat brands during the model year clearance event. Plus, receive up to $1,000 for purchase. Your adventure starts here.
His soul is mine.
There's some things that work better together. Like your workplace
Protect
benefits
this
and
child
retirement
with
savings.
your grace.
Lawyer helps you choose the right without overall
This body.
across all your benefits and savings. So you can feel confident in your financial choices.
They really know how to put two and two together. Good. Well planned, well invested, well protected.
It is done.
I got one right to spare parts to
My boy!
now, here's
Can you hear me? Please, say something!
few significant symptom relief at Warriors with Skyrizi. Including less abdominal pain and
Where am
Skyrizi
My
is the
boy!
first IL-23
Oh, Father!
and
You're
visible
alright.
damage of the
Thank you, sister.
and the majority
You're
of people
welcome.
experience
I'm
long-lasting
sure I
remission
will
at
see you at the next service, yes, Peter? Right in the front pew?
Of course, sister, of course!
Let us give them a moment. Speak to me outside.
Now's the time to ask your gastroenterologist how you can take control of your thoughts with Skyrizi. Be safe.
We're here with Chris Cunningham, our local bee filter.
You did well.
Chris,
You're more suited to this work than you think.
every other gutter protection on the market.
There are many
The
more
bee
people
filter's
in
patented
Clovershire
filter
who are in
technology.
need of me.
There are no gaps,
If
no
you have the
openings,
time,
no place
I
for
would
debris
welcome
to
your
get in at all.
assistance.
And we install bee filter on your existing gutters. It's a permanent solution. You'll never have to climb a ladder to clean out your gutters again.
That's amazing, Chris. Tell me about the process.
Simple and easy. Just give us a call, set up an appointment. We'll come out and give you a free gutter inspection. If they're sagging, we'll repair them. If they're broken, we'll replace them. If they're in good shape, our local team will install a bee filter in as little as a few hours.
Wow. And I understand you guys have a lifetime no-fault guarantee.
Keep
We
it.
do. It's actually a
I'm not
lifetime
after your money.
no
Just your
fault
ear.
guarantee.
You know,
I can
that's
feel
fine
it.
and then some. So,
A great
how do people
calamity
sign
is
up?
about to unfold
Schedule
in
your
the
free
northern
inspection.
reaches.
Call
The door is in danger.
our agent
I do not understand.
or visit
It was sealed for a
leafilter.com.
reason. And now the people of this beast are trying to force it open. Keep my warnings, protect them. It must remain sealed.
Your wife is in Texas, May, but don't expect him to visit the border.
Perhaps a better question is, why are you the only one to take it seriously? I was. That was long ago, I suppose.
Not really.
Last 2 years that I've been on my own, it's been really challenging in order to make ends meet.
a great agency, and I deal with for things like food, keeping the cost of food down, help with groceries and other necessities that if it need, that it gets always done with a smile. Thanks to United Way, seniors like myself live in grace and dignity.
This is your home away from home. We share everything up here.
Whoa!
We gotta get up now, guys.
We were told private means best.
The Russians got the same orders as us.
Well, that's excellent. Alright, guys, we'll catch you next time, alright? Peace out.
It's a new edition of the Get It Together series.